Hey guys, it's Sid with SVTPerformance.com. As you can see, we're still in Norwalk, Ohio at Summit Motorsports Park, NMRA's 25th anniversary reunion. Also, SVT 30th anniversary reunion car show. If you guys want to see some of the lovely SVT vehicles, like check out this Terminator, it's a great looking car. We've got a video going through every single one of these guys in the show field. With this video, I'm going to just walk you guys around through some of the other car show cars and just point out some of my favorites, things I see, just things that sort of stand out to me, that speak to me. And we'll start right here with this. Love the 4i front end. This is basically my favorite Fox body front end, this specific one. And then, oh yeah, really nice looking. And then under the hood, big turbo, good looking setup. But the thing I really like is check out this interior. It's got like the wood grain dash. It smells exactly like you think it should, just period correct. No cracks in that dash. Super, super nice, and I really like that steering wheel. Even got a little 4-inner in the 8-track. This is a nice car. I like this one. You want to see another interesting Fox body. This one, it's got the 4-liter inline 6 out of Australia, Barra engine. Those are getting pretty popular now. A lot of guys are importing those things because you know, it's easy to do at this point. It's outside the emissions window. Pretty cool engine. It's like the Ford's version of a super engine. This Fox got a nice little turbo sitting under the hood as well. So let's go see what else we can find. Oh, well, I was going to clip the video here and just go walk around a little bit more, but I spotted something else. I've been a sucker for these Holley Systemax intake manifolds. You very rarely see them, but I've really, really liked these things forever since they came out. And you see them pop up from time to time for sale. They might even still sell these things directly through Holley. I'm not sure. I haven't looked because I haven't built one of these things in a long, long time. But I always like these intake manifolds, and I particularly like the finish on this one. It's like a hyper silver. Good looking car with the roll bar in it. Good looking Fox. All right, let's have a little conversation here. You've got a Mercury Capri next to your Fox Mustang. Similar years, Capri's a little bit older. I also love this front end on a Mercury Capri, and I like the fenders on the Mercury better than the Mustang. I know that's kind of a controversial talk, but I like just like the sort of wide body look on these things. I was always a sucker for the Capris. The one thing I didn't like though was the bubble hatch. I'm not a huge fan of those. I prefer the Mustang's flat hatch, but that's basically it. I really like the body on the Mercury even better. I really like these seats. Good looking dash. Just a sucker for a Capri, and these things are much, much tougher to find than your regular Fox Mustang because they just built so few of them compared to the Mustangs. This was an RS model. Guys, 351 swapped it. Good looking car. And speaking of rare Mercuries, here's a ASC McLaren Capri. Got some Terminator wheels on it. Good looking car. Got the little covers over the square lights. And then I spotted another one. One of these things are just coming out of the woodwork. This thing is super, super clean. Good looking car. Definitely like those covers over the halogen headlights. 4-barrel polycarb on this. Good looking car. And right next to that Capri is a super slick paint job on this Fox. This thing really pops in the sunlight. Got a 67 F100 here, and this reminds me that I need to start a new little pastime at these car shows. I'm going to be that guy that comes up and says, I got one just like that, except then I'm going to explain how mine's not a 67, it's a 66, and it's not an F100, it's an F600, and instead of being a short bed pickup, it's a bucket truck that was government mule for all these years. So in other words, it's nothing like what you have, but yeah, I got one just like that at home. Nice clean Bullet Mustang. Another intake manifold I've always liked was the Bullet 2-valve intake. It's a clean car. Another good looking SN95, and I do like the SVO skirts with the side pipes. You don't see a lot of those anymore. Back in the day when you wanted a cold air intake, you kind of had to make your own. Nice. So the badge says Maverick, but I don't see a truck bed. Weird. So I think if I was to buy another S550 car, it would have to be this color. I think this is my favorite blue that was put on the S550s. And this video does not do it justice. This thing looks fantastic in the sunlight. Got a few super classic Fords made it out. Hope you like polishing brass with this one. Check out a little coil over leaf spring front suspension on this one. Don't see that every day. So this is another one. I have one just like this at home, except instead of being a 60 mine's a 74, and it's not an F350, it's a F700, and instead of having a Whipple blower on a Lightning engine, mine has a 361 with a 4-barrel and an Allison 4-speed. But other than that, oh yeah, and instead of being a ramp truck, mine is a tanker truck. But other than that, and the color, you know, instead of cream white, mine's like green and yellow. Same truck, same thing. Good looking 70 Boss 302. I know somebody on SVTP was asking about 70 Boss 302. I think this one's a little bit more original or better restored than the one that guy was talking about though. It's a good looking car. You have any NASCAR fans here on the channel? North Wilkesboro official pace car for 1970. A Torino Cobra Jet engine. Air conditioning, very important. Has that. Neat car, got his Marty reports. Nice looking car. Somebody has spent a little bit of time and money restoring this 74 Bronco. Check out this thing under the hood. They didn't leave the factory this clean. That is super, super nice. I like the offset air cleaners they did on Broncos for the hood clearance and everything. A little 302. Hope you have an extra one of those things in the glove compartment. Got the Explorer package on it. Sweet little ride. So speaking of custom work, check this thing out. It's made to look like a single overhead cam, but that is a Coyote with a Whipple. Super, super modified, really good looking car. So down this way, you've got a ton of classics. A few more cars go here. Good looking Mach 1. Got some Cobra Jets down here, but this is one that basically everybody who knows, you're going to stop and take a really, really good look at it. It is the infamous Boss 10, built by SVT back in the day. Burnout machine in the SVT parking lot. I remember when Google Maps first came out, you could do the Google satellite images and see the burnout marks this thing left from space in their parking lot. Some nice SVE side skirts with the exhaust poking out. This was a super, super bad car for the time, and it still is. It holds up. I mean, so nice. For you who do not know the specs, you can pause the video here, but big block, big valves, custom everything, stuffed in an SN95 with beautiful orange paint. This car got used, abused, and enjoyed by the SVT team back in the day. And man, it's awesome just seeing it out in person. Another use of a Boss 9 engine built by John Causey this time. Check this thing out. Super, super wicked setup on this. This thing has to make ridiculous power. Huge blow-off valve, air water intercooler. This is a super nice build. Beautiful paint too. Great looking car. And then a more classic period correct build. The air intakes here through the headlights, going into dual quads. Awesome setup. How about a gasser style Ranger V8 swap? Very, very clean swap on this thing. Looks nice. Oh, it's got a blue interior too. You don't always see this blue interior on this style dash and everything. That's really cool. Matches that exterior too. I like that. And then right across from it, check this out. Mercury Kuga, but check this paint job out. Looks like a bass boat. That's some pearl. And it continues on to the stripes too. That is a nice, unique paint job. Sift the windows down on the driver's side. Oh, it's even metallic under the hood too, different colors. So that's neat. For sale. Anybody wants it? Go ahead and hit the pause button there. Interior, white, it's green. Pretty neat. Auto car. Definitely a unique paint job on that. Another Boss 302. Grab a green. Good looking car. I don't think this one's for sale. So I know you guys like your stuff modified, so do I. Check this out. Coyote with a Whipple under the hood. This is a very, very slick resto mod. You know, not a huge fan of black, but damn does it not look good. I like the wheel and tire combo too. Really good looking car. Really good looking 69 Mach 1, 428 under the hood. Really, really like this thing. Like the interior too. It's really nice. Good looking vehicle. Got a 2000R drag car. When's the last time you saw one of those? And then an entire row of Cobra Jets, various varieties, from the new latest and greatest with the Gen 5 Whipple on it to the previous version. Good looking cars. See a lot of them out on the track today. Anderson Composites here with their composite hardtop for the Bronco. I need to check that out a little bit more later. Actually ran into Myrtle earlier from Ford. If you guys know him, been around forever, been on SVTP forever. He's actually driving this, one of the pre-production Ranger Raptors. First one I've seen in person. It's a good looking truck. Like the hot pepper red. I'd like to get my hands on one of these things and drive it. I really like the Rangers, so I think that'll be nice. If you like Broncos, they brought the Bronco R out. If you look underneath this thing, it's got a lot of Bronco frame and whatnot left. You can see even has, so here's a Bronco Raptor beside it. It's even got sort of the same lower control arm stuff. This thing actually has a 9 3/4 rear end out of, like, say, a Gen 2 Lightning or an F-150. But that's pretty neat. 654. Should have painted it, at least my opinion, but hey, it's a development vehicle. I'm sure this has changed many times. Got a Bronco Raptor here, go along with our blue one. Met the guy that owns this, nice guy. I like the stitch dash on this one. Need to get one of those for mine. But this thing, the giveaway is right here. Coyote under the hood. Wouldn't it be nice if Ford would build me a Bronco with that straight from the factory? Maybe one day. Nice Gen 1 SVT Raptor. Gen 2 Raptor. I think I'm going to pick up one of these in the not too distant future. It looks like Livernoise has done some work on this one. You know, they're longtime supporters of SVTP, so I like saying their name out there. I think this is one of my favorite sets of Raptor wheels. Let me know what you guys think. I've made it over here into the shade. I think that's kind of where I'm going to leave this video off. There's a lot of cool cars. I'm sure I missed a ton of them, but I think I'm just going to let this one end with a little bit of Bigfoot action. You guys do all the like, share, subscribe, YouTube stuff. I appreciate it. Helps these videos be seen. And like 90% of you are not subscribed to the channel. I look at the analytics occasionally, so if you could click the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's see some Bigfoot. Another big block vehicle.